Hi there, this is Avraham with ReConvert. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to set up and use A/B testing for widgets in ReConvert. We'll start from the Flow Builder page you can see here, and I'll show you how to configure A/B testing to compare multiple widget variants, analyze their performance, and make informed decisions to optimize your store. If you're new to slots or widgets, I recommend first checking out our other help desk articles or videos for more detailed guidance. You can do so by clicking how to place a slot here and how the conditions work here, or by browsing on the ReConvert help desk website. So here within Flow Builder, you can see that a slot has been created and a product upsell widget has been added to the slot. Okay, now we are able to enable the A/B testing from this page here by clicking Create A/B Test on the right-hand side. I'm actually not going to do that for now, but just bear in mind that that is an option if you would like to create the A/B test at this stage, and also if you have the percentages of traffic distribution that you'd like at each variant within the test. But as I said, I'm going to go into the editor and build the A/B test directly from within the editor, and then we'll come back and you'll see this part of the Create A/B Test from within Flow Builder. So I'm going to go into the slot here and click Edit Widgets, just like we normally would to add a widget. Now, exactly the same as we're used to, if you're familiar with slots and widgets, you can see here the widgets on the left-hand side. You can add widgets exactly the same as always. However, you'll now see an option at the top that says Create A/B Test. So go ahead and click Create A/B Test. Here, you can flip between the different variants that have been created, and you can add additional variants if need be. So go ahead and design your variants as you wish, and then once you've finished, we'll go back to the Flow Builder simply by making sure everything's saved by clicking Save, and then click Quit, which will take us back to the Flow Builder. So back within the Flow Builder, I'm just going to a different slot that I've already created the variants on. So like, here's one I made earlier. If we click slot 1, we can see that I've set up the variants. I've got 4 different variants. Variant A at 41%, variant B at 41%, variant C at 8%, and variant D at 10%. Again, by clicking Edit Variant, we'll be able to go back into the editor and make whichever amendments we want there. So let's just go and look at how that looks. Clicking Edit Variant, we'll go into the editor and we can see exactly what I'm comparing here. So variant A, I've chosen to go with this particular specific product upsell and this specific text. And I'm showing this to 41% of the customers that will satisfy this condition. For variant B, I am showing a different product upsell with a different product. You can see that the text is different. I've created different text here. Again, this is being shown to 41% of the customers satisfying the relevant condition. Variant C, I've gone with a bundle widget at variant C, and I'm actually testing these 3 products here within the bundle to see whether the 8% customer traffic that will see this bundle will be inclined to go ahead and purchase the bundle, perhaps at a greater rate than variant A and variant B. And then we're going to look at variant D, click Save here. And variant D, I've gone with a product recommendations widget. And again, you can find out more about all of these widgets in the various help desk articles. But here we can see that there's 3 separate products within this product recommendation widget, and we're going to be testing this with 10% traffic distribution. So going back to the Flow Builder, you can see here that if we wanted to amend the variant impression share, you could do that by the right-hand side of the Flow Builder, simply by amending these percentages. You can add variants and you can delete variants by simply clicking the icon by that variant, and you will be able to remove them. The thing that I want to stress here is that you can really tailor this as much as you want. You can test a similar setup to what I've created here. You can create entirely different widgets at the different variant stages of your A/B test. Whichever works for your goals is doable here. You can configure everything within Flow Builder and using the editor. Once you're happy with what you've created, go ahead and make sure that it's toggled on, that the condition is toggled on, and then the system will automatically display the variants to the customers that satisfy the condition based on the traffic distribution that you have defined here on the right-hand side. Now we're just going to spend a little bit of time talking about how we can analyze the results of our A/B test, because ultimately that's what we're testing for, right? We want to see which variant is the more successful variant so that we can go with that and then maybe test something against that variant and so on. So by simply clicking the down arrow. It's a bit hidden here on the screen, but if you can just see the down arrow here on the right hand side, go ahead and click that. It will then load up the statistics for that variant. So you've got revenue. Obviously, we've just built this, so we had no customers coming in, and this is a demo store anyway. But in your store, you'd be able to see how much revenue this particular variant has generated, how many impressions, i.e. how many people have actually seen this particular variant, how many clicks, how many conversions, and what the conversion rate is within this variant. We can also get a breakdown of the widgets, particularly within each variant. So in this case, we've only got the product upsell in variant A. So it will just be the same figures as we have above because it's the same. We have one widget. But if we have multiple widgets within the same variant, then we could actually see drilled down specifics about each widget within that particular variant. And that's about it in terms of how the A/B testing is set up and how you can look at the results. So a few tips to give you here. Would recommend testing one element at a time. So if you're trying to test, you think you've got an idea that variant A is going to be your successful one. This is what you've been using up until now, but you just want to see how other variants might work and whether you might want to show to 5% of your customers variant B, maybe variant C as well at 5%, and just see what the results are like without harming your strongly performing variant A. The second point, you want to make sure that you're running these tests long enough. There's no point running this for, an hour and then saying, oh, I have no results. Let this work for a while to get some meaningful data, especially if your store has lower traffic. And the final tip I would provide, be led by the data. Let the data speak to you and make the decisions based on that. It's very easy that we have personal biases and we want to go with what our heart thinks, but really go on what the data suggests here and use the winner that the data is suggesting as a winner as your main variant that you're going to go ahead with, and then maybe test against that to see if it can be improved any further. So that's it. Like we said, A/B testing is a really powerful tool. Hope you realize that by now to optimize your widgets, improve your store's performance. If you do have any further questions or run into any issues while you're working through this, our 24/7 customer care team is available for you anytime. Simply click this icon at the bottom right of the screen and you'll go through to our 24/7 chat and be able to speak with them to resolve your issue. Thanks for watching and happy reconverting.